Hi, everybody. This is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Sherrylyn Kenyon's Born of Vengeance, and I really like the way that Sherrylyn writes. She writes more like a man, actually, and her methodology of writing really reminds me of Peter David. So I'm basically going to call her a female Peter David, which personally I think is exceptionally lofty praise, given that I love Peter David so much. Um, Her style is very snarky and sarcastic, and many times when I was reading Bastian's approach to everything that was happening to him, I had to laugh, and then I felt really bad for him. But part of me didn't feel bad for him because he's kind of a bastard in a lot of ways, but he's a lovable bastard, and he endears himself to the reader, but he's got a lot of drama in his life, and it's basically a dark fantasy that exists within the realm of sci-fi. So it's supernatural, dark sci-fi, romantic triangle, or I should say a triangle of epic proportions that ensues. I won't say with which characters because that will ruin a whole plot point with Born of Vengeance, but it's just a very intriguing book. And the way that she ends it, she really doesn't put a bow and tie everything up nice and neat, especially not for Bastian. But Bastian isn't one of those characters. He's very impulsive, so it makes sense that she wouldn't have done that to her best and most convoluted of characters. He's a mercurial sort, and he's hard to pin down and he's hard to read as a character, I think. But that's what makes him all the more intriguing, and that's why I like Bastian the best. I really can't say that much else about the world or the realm or the galaxy in which they exist. I do know that in this particular galaxy, they're extremely strict, particularly on pornography. And there was one character that was kind of like a bro to, to Bastian, and he was saying, well, I can actually get this to you. We need to have a guy's night out. You need time away because, brother, let me tell you, you've just had a hell of a time. And believe me, we both need this. You'll thank me later. And I had to really laugh about that because that's a real friend to pull through for you like that, especially when this galactic government or universal government, for lack of better terminology, is just so stringent and Aryan about what you can and cannot do, plus curfew. And I thought, oh my god, it's Blade Runner all over again. Yeah, curfew is coming. Curfew approaches. You must be inside your domicile at 7 o'clock because a sweep will take place. Yeah, flashbacks of horror, but needless to say, Blade Runner, other than Terminator, would be one of my favorite franchises based upon what's possible given our technology. But this has kind of a similar vibe to it, although it's more, it delves into the realm of fantasy, which it's a good combination. It's absolutely fantastic. Plus, just the way that she writes, it engages you and you're just completely enraptured, and you'll find yourself laughing in spite of yourself. You think, should I be laughing? This is really quite intense now that I think about the scenario, the situation. I mean, with Bastion especially, it's just, you feel like I really shouldn't laugh, but I can't help myself at times. It lends itself to that. And I'm actually going to read a little bit about Miss Kenyon because she is quite intriguing. New York bestseller. Yeah, no wonder. She's a regular in the #1 spot. This tops every genre, including manga. Yeah, you go. More than 70 million copies of her books are in print in more than 100 countries. Her current series include The Dark Hunters, The League. This is part of The League. Dead Man's Cross, Chronicles of Nick, Hell Chasers, Micro Chasers, and The Lords of Avalon. Her Chronicles of Nick and The Dark Hunters are soon to be major motion pictures. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Dark Hunters. If I've never read The Dark Hunters, but if I like The League so much, I think I would probably love Dark Hunters too. But basically, that's all I have to say about Lord of Vengeance. So, until next time, live on, prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.